All right. So let's go ahead, get started in child's pose. So knees to the outside edges of your mat, big toes behind you to touch. Walk your hands forward, rest your forehead on your mat. Take a big inhale through your nose. Sigh it out. Take a couple more breaths just like that. Big inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Walk your fingertips a little bit further forward. And then relax your shoulders. Notice if you're hanging on to any tension in your neck or your shoulders, just let your shoulders fall towards your mat. And then seal your lips, breathe in through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Try to even out your inhales and exhales, so using the same amount of time on your inhale as you do for your exhale. And then try tenting your fingers, lifting your wrists up a little bit, and then press your shoulders a little bit closer to your mat. You might feel a nice stretch through the back of your arm and into your shoulders. And release your palms down. Inhale up to tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, send your tailbone and gaze high. Really grip into your mat with your fingers. Pull your wrists towards your knees towards your wrists. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine, tuck your chin and your tailbone. Press that space between your shoulder blades up closer to the ceiling. Inhale, back to cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. And then move through a couple rounds with your own breath, inhaling for cow pose. Exhaling for cat pose. And bring in any other movements that feel good. Stretch out your sides. And then come back to a neutral spine. Inhale your left arm up. Roll out your left wrist. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring your left shoulder and left ear onto your mat. And then from here, you can walk your right fingertips forward. This stretch might feel good, or if you want a different stretch, you can wrap your right hand around your back for your left hip crease. Replace your right hand on your mat. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, tabletop. All right, other side. Inhale, right arm high. Roll out your right wrist. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring your right shoulder to your mat, right ear to your mat. And then walk those left fingertips forward. Or option to wrap them behind your back, reaching for your right hip crease. And replace your left hand on your mat. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. Send your hips up and back. And take any movement you need here. Pedal out your heels. And then find a still downward facing dog. Really spread your fingers wide on your mat. Your hands are shoulder width distance apart or a little bit wider. Your neck is relaxed. Gaze is soft between your feet. And then think about sending your tailbone a little bit higher. You might need to bend your knees. And then from here, press your heels a little bit closer to your mat. Maybe straighten your legs if it doesn't compromise that straight line from your wrist through your tailbone. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk to the top of your mat. Bring your feet about hip width distance apart. Bend your knees. Bring your torso to your thighs. Option to interlace your pinkies into opposite elbow crease. Wherever you are, relax your head and your neck. Maybe shake your head, yes and no. Option to sway your torso side to side. And then bring your fingers down to your mat and bring your right hand to the center of your mat, about a foot in front of your feet or of your toes. Inhale your left arm high, and as you do so, bend into your right knee and then straighten your left leg. You should feel a stretch down the outside of your left leg, that straight leg. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Then bring your left hand to your mat. Inhale, right arm high. As you do so, really bend into your left knee and then straighten your right leg. And release. So heel your feet together, bring your big toes to touch. Slight space between your heels, bend your knees. Slowly roll up to standing. Exhale, standing at attention, bring your hands together at heart center, close your eyes. And then pull your shoulder blades together and down your spine. Engage your core, tuck your tailbone, spread your toes wide on your mat. Take a big inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Reseal your lips, breathe in through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale, mountain pose. Blink your eyes open. Bring your hands above your head, palms facing inward. And then grab onto your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side body stretch. So you're gently tugging on that left wrist. And your hips move towards the left. Your head and your hands move towards the right. Remember to keep your shoulders relatively square forward. Inhale to center. Switch out your grip so your left hand's grabbing your right wrist. Inhale. Exhale, side stretch. Send your hips towards the right as you reach towards the left. Keep your core engaged. Inhale up to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips, bring your hands to your mat or anywhere along your legs. Inhale, find halfway lift. Flatten your back, bring your hands to your thighs or your shins. Pull your shoulder blades together, really opening through your chest. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back. Then inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. Option to come to your knees. Let's set up for baby cobra pose. Untuck your toes, squeeze your legs together, press the tops of your feet into your mat. Inhale, peel your chest up off of your mat, really pulling those shoulder blades together to lift a little bit higher. Gaze down towards the top of your mat. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, back up to plank pose. Option to come to your knees. And then exhale, down dog. All right, that's our sun A. So we'll flow. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, move to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, side body stretch. Hands go right, hips go left. Inhale to center. Exhale, side body stretch, other side. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank. And lower all the way down to your mat. Keep your elbows in towards your rib cage as you lower. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra pose. Little to no weight in your hands. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes again. Inhale, up to high plank. Exhale, down dog. One more time through. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, move to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, side body stretch. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, side body stretch, other side. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank, lower all the way down to your mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. And take a breath here. Big inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, move to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, sit your hips low. Bring your arms up by your ears or in line with your shoulders. And then peek down to make sure that you can see all 10 toes over your knees, and then sit a little bit lower. Nice. Squeeze your knees together, squeeze your ankles together. Inhale. Exhale, vertical twist, drop your left arm behind you. Work to square your shoulders towards the long edge of your mat. And sit a little bit lower. Inhale, back to chair pose. Exhale, vertical twist, other side. Maybe gaze over right fingertips. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. First one of class. Make sure your elbows are in towards your rib cage. Inhale, upward facing dog. Come to the tops of your feet. Try to lift your knees and your thighs up off of your mat. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your right heel high. Flex your right toes down towards your mat. Exhale, low lunge. With control, land your right heel before your toes in your low lunge. Then inhale up, high crescent lunge. Arms by your ears, hips are square forward, and then come up onto the ball of your back foot. Really bend into your front knee. Nice. And then if your hips aren't quite square, try bringing a bend to your back leg to pop that left hip forward. And then you can slowly straighten that back leg once again. Tuck your tailbone to feel a nice stretch through your left hip flexor. Inhale. Exhale, airplane arms, lean your chest forward, bring your hands back behind you, squeezing your pinkies towards one another. Inhale, warrior two, flip your back heel down so your back foot's parallel to the back of your mat, and then extend your arms in opposite directions, gaze over right fingertips. Really bend into your front knee. Exhale, extended side angle, lean forward, right elbow comes to the inside of your right knee, left arm reaches high. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten through both legs. Bring your left hand to your back leg, right arm reaches high. One more inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Always the option to go straight to down dog. Or if you want more of a challenge, try doing chaturanga with a lifted leg. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, other side. Inhale, left heel high. Flex your left toes down towards your mat. Exhale, low lunge. Land your heel first, then your toes. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Lift your torso up. Bring your arms up by your ears. Really bend into your front knee. Then make sure your hips are pretty square forward. If you need, bend your back knee to bring that right hip forward. And then straighten that back leg as much as you can, coming up onto the ball of your back foot. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Lean forward. Bring your arms behind you. Squeeze your pinkies towards one another. Inhale, warrior two. Spin your back heel down. Extend your arms in opposite directions. And then gaze over left fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow comes to the inside of your left knee. Right arm reaches high. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg. Bring your left or right hand to your back leg. Left arm reaches up and back. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, we're gonna flow one breath to one movement. Inhale, your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, we're gonna go one more time on each side. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We have one more side. You guys got it. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a big breath in through your nose. Sigh it out. Then come down, have a seat on your mat. Feel free to grab some water. Now that we're thoroughly warmed up, we're gonna do a little bit of core work. All right, we're gonna do Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups first. So soles of your feet together, knees open wide, and then interlace your hands behind your head. Press your entire spine into your mat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift your chest up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Use open mouth exhales and keep your gaze up towards the ceiling. We're here for 8 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a full body stretch, just a breath or two. And then grab behind your knees, roll up for boat pose. Boat pose, find your sits bones, lengthen your spine. Slowly shift your weight back, lift your toes up off of your mat. Option to bring your arms to your sides. And then option to stay right here, or you can bring in some Russian twists. Keep your knees where they are this time, but if you want, just tap your mat on either side. You can go as fast or slow as you'd like. Wherever you are, we got 10 more seconds. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Cross your ankles. Come into Sphinx pose. Send your legs back and then come all the way onto your belly. Bring your forearms to your mat, like the number 11, your forearms are parallel. And then bring your shoulders down away from your ears and pull your chest forward by gripping into your mat with your forearms and hands. All right, and then when you're ready, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, come to frog squat. Bring your feet at width distance apart. Toes are out, knees go in the same direction as your toes, and then sit your hips low. Bring your hands to heart center, and you can use your elbows to press your knees a little bit more open, and then try to lengthen your spine. So you want to find as straight of a spine as you can from your tailbone through the top of your head. Try to keep your chest lifted and open. And then we're going to play around with flying frog if you'd like. You can always stay in frog squat, but for flying frog, from frog squat, bring your hands to your mat about shoulder width distance apart. So this is a little hand, and this is an inversion. And you want to squeeze your knees towards one another to keep your elbows in line with your wrists and your shoulders. So shift your weight into your hands. Your elbows are on the inside of your thighs. You're squeezing your knees together, gaze forward. And then maybe you feel steady enough to bring one toe off of your mat, maybe the other, maybe both for flying frog. So feel free to give that a try. Remember to keep your gaze forward. That'll keep you from toppling over. And then use that inner thigh strength to hold your elbows stacked above your wrists. All right, and when you're done, take your time, but come back to frog squat. Nice. And then come to forward fold and find gorilla pose. So gorilla pose, bend your knees a lot. Take your hands, slide them under your feet. So your toes are at your wrist creases. And then from here, relax your head and your neck. With frog squat and flying frog, puts a lot of pressure on our wrists. So this stretch is the opposite of this stretches to counteract those that inversion that we just did. So shift your weight into your toes, maybe give your wrists a little massage with your toes. And then you can also send your elbows out to the side and use your hands to pull your torso a little bit closer to your thighs. Release your hands. So heel your feet together, slowly roll up to standing. Exhale, standing at attention, bring your hands together at heart center. And then inhale to chair pose. Exhale, eel pose. Wrap your left elbow underneath your right elbow, palms together to touch. And then grab down through your right foot, wrap your left knee over your right knee. You can use your left toes as a kickstand on the outside of your left foot, or wrap it behind your left calf as best you can. And then work to stack your shoulders over your hips. Check in with your base. Are your legs squeezing together? And bring your elbows up towards shoulder height for a nice stretch through your upper back. Okay, we got a transition coming up, so keep your hands where they are. Unwind your legs and find eagle armed airplane pose. So send your left leg back, bringing your torso and left leg to parallel your mat. Flex your left toes down towards your mat. Find an unmoving point to gaze at to help with balance, and then bring your hands to heart center. And then find balancing stick pose. So point your toes, shoot your hands forward, find a steeple grip. And then our next pose will be standing split. So when you're ready, tilt forward and bring your hands to your mat. Nice. And then settle into standing splits. You want to keep that left leg elevated. Keep your left toes flexed towards your mat. And really use your left glute to lift that left leg a little bit higher. One more inhale. And land your left leg back behind you, low lunge. Inhale up to high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach forward with right fingertips and then bring your right hand down. Left arm reaches high. Try to roll your right hip underneath your left hip. And try to stay lengthened through both sides of your body. So engage your core. Inhale up to star pose. Toes in, heels out. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Play around with shifting your weight forward into your toes to stack your hips a little bit more over your heels. Check in with how that feels. Then inhale, halfway lift right here. Exhale, low lunge, top of your mat, find runner's lunge. So toe heel your right foot up and out on your mat. Drop your back knee down. And then you can stay right here on your hands or release to your forearms. It's okay if that right knee kind of falls out a little bit, but make sure that your right foot is flexed. And relax your head and your neck. And then bring your palms back to your mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, move to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair pose. And eagle on the other side. So wrap your right elbow underneath your left elbow. And then left leg is your base. Wrap your right knee over your left knee. You can use those right toes as a kickstand or work them behind your left calf. And then squeeze your legs together. Work to stack your shoulders over your hips. And then work to bring your elbows up towards shoulder height. One more breath here before I transition. Then slowly unwind your legs. Find eagle armed airplane pose. Swing your right leg back, bringing your torso and your right leg to parallel the mat. Flex your right toes down. And then work your way into balancing stick pose. Bring your hands together at heart center. Find a steeple grip. Point your right toes and then shoot your hands forward. Our next pose will be standing splits. So slowly teeter forward, bring your fingertips to your mat, and find standing splits. Gaze back towards the back of your mat. Now we're flexing our right toes towards our mat. Really lift up through your heel. Use your right glute to lift that right leg a little bit higher. One more round of breath here. And then drop your right leg back, find low lunge. Nice. Inhale up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach forward with left fingertips, and then bring your left hand down, right arm reaches high. Then inhale up to star pose. Let's take a bind, this time for a forward fold. So interlace your hands at your low back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Hinge from your hips. Turn around this space. If the bind isn't working for you, feel free to let it go. If you want more of a shoulder rinse, chest opener, try pressing the palms of your hands together and letting your fists fall a little bit further over your head. Then bring your hands to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift right here. Reset your spine. Exhale, low lunge, top of your mat, and find runner's lunge. So toe heel your left foot up and out on your mat. Drop your back knee down. Option to stay right here or come to your forearms. And then again, it's okay if that left knee kind of sneaks out away from your body, but make sure that your left ankle is flexed. And relax your head. Place your palms on your mat. Step back to down dog. And then bring your knees to your mat and find a seat. We're gonna move into cow face pose. It's similar to fire log pose, but it's a little deeper stretch. So let's put our left knee on the bottom first. So bend your left knee and then bend your right leg. And the goal is to stack your right knee over your left knee. So you're gonna bring your feet out to the side. Try to sit tall. You'll find a nice hip stretch. Sit up nice and tall. And if you need more of a stretch, you can fold forward. Otherwise, just focus on the stretch wherever you are. Check in with your breath. One more breath here, and then we'll switch out sides. All right. Shake your legs out if you need to, and then bring your right leg to the bottom. And then left knee comes on top. You might notice that this side is different from the other side. That's totally normal. And then sit up nice and tall. And if you need more of a stretch on this side, you can always fold forward. Just stretch. This side is definitely tighter for me, so I'm gonna sit up nice and tall. Couple more rounds of breath here. And uncross your legs. And then come all the way onto your mat. And find happy baby pose. Reach up and grab for the insides or outsides of your feet. Use your hands to pull your knees a little bit closer to your mat. Option to rock side to side, maybe straighten one leg on the other. And then bring your knees into your chest. Send your left leg long. Give your right knee a big squeeze up towards your right armpit. Deep inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your right knee over your torso. Extend your right arm long. Gaze over right fingertips. And let gravity do the work in this pose. There's no need to keep both shoulders planted into your mat or to get that right knee onto the floor. Just wherever you're at, relax your muscles. And come to center. Switch out your legs, send your right leg long, tuck your left knee in, give it a squeeze towards your left armpit, big inhale. Exhale, supine twist, guide your left knee over your torso, extend your left arm long and gaze over left fingertips. And come back to center. Bring both knees into your chest spine ball pose. Wrap your forearms around your shins, tuck your chin, bring your forehead towards your knees. Big inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. corpse pose, send your legs long, relax your arms by your sides, and close your eyes. Let your feet fall open. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. And you're welcome to stay in Shavasana, but if you're ready to move on with your night, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And then take bigger movements. And over the next 4 or 5 breaths, make your way to a comfortable seated position. And sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands together at heart center. Take a big inhale through your nose. Side out. Bring your hands to the third eye center. The space between your eyebrows. And we bow forward. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining.